There's a lot of talk about millennials changing corporate culture. Has your firm's recruiting message changed at all recently? And any sense of what your more seasoned employees think about the younger generation's working styles?
Yeah, that's of course, a very hot topic. It's been in the press for the last handful of years now in terms of um, organizations having to address what some of us would call the unique and special needs of millennials. I think what we've tried to do is there are first a few observations. I think to the credit of millennials, they care very deeply about the broader world around them. They want to really understand what it is that they're doing every day and how that impacts an organization or the world around them. So they demand more from their employers and the experience that they're having every day that they come to work. At the same time, I think they're very ambitious and they want that recognition and the career path and track sooner rather than later. And sometimes I think that they want to rush through an experience or on to the next interesting thing before maybe they've really gone as deep as some of us maybe in the room who've been around for 15 years or 20 years would recall in our own careers. So at Guggenheim, what we've really tried to do is both at the corporate level and then down into recruiting is we've had the advantage of building out things like our corporate social responsibility program. And we market that on campuses and to our lateral hires, where we've actually got a policy now in place where all employees at Guggenheim get 3 volunteer days, PTO volunteer days, away from the desk. Doesn't count against their vacation time to go and volunteer. And there is a huge marketing campaign around that. We encourage people to pick their heads up from their desks and understand how our organization can have an impact on the world around them. I think the other thing that we've had to be very thoughtful about is what mobility and training opportunities they get when they join. So they really want to understand what they're coming in, how they're going to be trained, and where that could lead in the organization down the road, and if it's a culture that's open to mobility and transparency around their career path. And then it's really the training day to day that they want to understand recognition in the promotion cycles and how fast they can move up the ladder and the recognition they're going to get for their hard work. So I think that answers the first part of your question. Mm-hmm. I think to the second part, I've spent a lot of time with my hiring managers and the managers of analysts and associates on coaching them. I'll just say it, to be patient. They have to make the time to want to coach the millennials and to message those things with more transparency than personally I experienced early in my career. And there can be frustration on the part of the Generation X individuals on being able to relate to having to be open and share and spend time and invest in them because they view it as needy. But it's also such a competitive market environment for top talent that we've had to coach managers that they better take the time because putting it in during the week is better than having to go out and recruit for a replacement.